My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to ShellShock Live. That came so naturally, that intro. Like, as soon as I started it, it flowed out of me. I haven't done that in years.
Let's talk about this, right? Because it's like, we have done, at this rate, so many collaborations, right? Across so many different games. I'm thinking probably, combined, we've probably made about... I'm thinking it must be in excess of at least 200 videos together at this rate.
At least. I would say it's probably closer to 500. Remember, Risk Legacy went like 74 episodes.
Oh, God. Don't even remember. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll skip past that one. Yeah, you know, that went on. And our original ShellShock series, I think that was like 74, 80 maybe?
Something like that.
It was certainly a hell of a lot. Okay, sorry, let me actually...
You, of course, can't forget about our best series together, Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah, of course. That was actually quite a fun game.
It was.
I actually think that there was quite a lot of mileage in that, apart from the fact that it was one of these, like, you know, YouTube spammy games that YouTubers, you know, play.
I saw so many, like, YouTube bait games on the floor at PAX. Yeah. It was insane. Yeah. It kind of just goes to show the thing that people have been theorizing and talking about for quite a long time, that the new marketing strategy for games is to their detriment in the actual experience for players often. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the game YouTuber Life or YouTuber Simulator, right?
All right, can I quickly confess before you finish this story that I submitted a request for that game because I wanted to...
Dude, I submitted a request for that game. I agree. Look, I'm on board with this, right? Because it is perfect YouTuber bait, right? Because it's basically you know, it's all. In fact, I remember discussing this at the time with you. I remember discussing that we both submitted a request for it, and I remember I think we both got turned down.
Yeah, we did.
Definitely got turned down. Because there's just, you know, it's the perfect YouTuber bait. It really is.
It is. That it is. Let's get that going on.
Yeah, anyway, so I was trying to remember. We were definitely discussing something before. So we've recorded like at least 200, around about 500 maybe videos together, right? Mm-hmm. And therefore, you know, give or take, we've each said the El Clasico intro at least 100 times, probably 150 times each, give or take.
Yeah.
So,
at the very least,
it's just like one of those things that's like, after that many times, I guess it is just, oh my God. I guess it is just like supernatural.
That's right. It is beyond the natural realm of explanation. I am peering through the veil in order to conjure these words. Alternatively, it's kind of like muscle memory or riding a bike.
Yeah, but that's what it was like when I uploaded my first video, like after a hiatus. It was like, I remember exactly how to do it, because it's like I've literally done it 2,500 times. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like, wow. I don't know. It's you know, it's easy to forget how many times you do a certain thing.
Yeah, you make something routine, and then eventually you look back and go, "Oh, I've done that, you know, a couple thousand times already." Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. Was that actually any good?
Oof. No, it wasn't. Given that was a direct hit, that was terrible.
Oh God. No, I'm gonna have to get a direct hit if I want to use that weapon.
That doesn't fill me with confidence. Wow. That was well done. Congrats on
Thanks, bud. Thanks. So, by the way, about your first video back, how'd it go? How was the reception? I saw the early comments on your re-announcement that you were returning to YouTube, and they were all effusively positive, and a lot of people calling you daddy.
Well, one person called me daddy.
I think I saw a couple daddies in there. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking it.
I don't know. It's like it's one of those things that this, you know, it's like every YouTuber says, oh, you know, I'm super grateful for the support. I couldn't be here without you guys. But I mean, like, I literally could not, you know, return to YouTube without, like, if you know, if I uploaded the video and everyone was like, boo, get off the stage, why are you coming back? Your first stint was a failure, your second stint is going to be even worse. Then I would be just like, you know, I wouldn't do it, but it's like everyone has been so nice and so gracious and so kind that I feel encouraged.
Yeah.
So it was,
and so well you should, because I remember how encouraging the comments were, as you mentioned that you were not going to continue uploading for the foreseeable future at that time. And all of them were like, oh, sucks and I hate it, but you've got to do you know, hope to see you at some point in the future, that kind of thing. Like, everyone was extremely optimistic about it. That
I mean, from it's weird, right? Because I didn't expect that reaction, because it's like, you know, it's weird, right? Because, and it's also really difficult to explain. But the way that I interact with YouTube is transactional, right? The way that, for the most part, I would clarify. So I upload the video, and that is a mechanical transaction, right? Is I upload the video, I record the video, I upload the video, and it's on YouTube, right? Obviously, interacting with people is not a mechanical or a transactional relationship. It's a friendly one. This is I didn't even have anything. I'm not even concentrating. Difficult to explain. You know, it's an interesting relationship there. So when everyone came out and said, you know, we really appreciate your, you know, we appreciate the honesty. You know, you do you. We'll see you when we come back. We look forward to seeing you around again. That was really like, you know, it was sort of the you know, the friendliness of the comments and the sort of the transactional aspect that sort of came together in an interesting way that I sort of really wasn't expecting. Does that even make any sense?
It does. Did it make it easier for you to come back knowing that people held, like, goodwill towards you as you were away?
Great question. I think so. Oh, come on, that would have been a perfect shot. I feel cheated.
It would have.
I think so. I really do, because, you know, it wouldn't be possible to come back if I knew that I wasn't welcome. Does that make sense? You know, so in that regard, the fact that I knew I could come back at any time felt, yeah, definitely encouraging, I would say.
See, what I should have done is hastened it by responding to a message that I accidentally missed. Oops.
That was, yeah, to briefly talk about that. I guess we can probably talk about this now.
Yeah.
I contacted you. What was it? Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point.
It would be 3. Yeah.
3. Yeah. Okay. So 3 weeks ago, and I basically said, I can't remember what it was, but it was basically like, you feel like doing a one-off episode of ShellShock Live, maybe like a 40-minute special or something, just for old time's sake, really. And then you know, very courteously said you didn't have. Well, in fact, no, it was my fault first, because I messed you around the first time.
Yep.
So that was my bad. So I messed the internet celebrity around.
I know, you wasted my time. Time is money. I could have made literally 14 cents in the time it took me to correct that issue.
Yeah. Yeah, so I messed you around, and then you know, for various reasons we couldn't get together over the subsequent weeks. And over that time, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was my message to you in the first instance that sort of, you know, pushed the boat, so to speak. But in the subsequent time, I just felt, you know what? Why not? Why not come back and do a bit here and there?
Hell yeah, my dude.
All right.
So you're doing currently the Civ 5 series. Are you going to be doing anything else concurrently with it, or are you doing Civ 5 daily?
The plan is 1 video a day. That's currently the goal. I haven't figured out yet haven't figured out if I want to like change anything, or I want to do things slightly different. There's obviously a desire to continue. Wow, great shot.
Thanks, man.
Fantastic shot, actually.
Portal.
Wow, that was a solid hundo.
Hell yeah. Cracking off those hundos left, right, and center.
Yeah, I mean, you're a celebrity now. You can do that.
I had water in my mouth. That could have easily destroyed my keyboard.
Yeah.
Because I immediately got the instinct from that. Because I asked you as soon as you messaged me, you coming back? Because, like,
Yeah.
I know that feeling of, oh, I haven't recorded in a while. I need to do that. Almost squeaked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that... Okay, I mean, my... You know, obviously, it's... You know, I actually feel that the time that I took off was actually... In hindsight, it was actually a benefit. I mean, I say that now from this position, but I feel that it was a benefit to me personally, because it also means that I can come back and, you know, feel like it's like I'm basically starting afresh. You know what I mean? Yeah,
starting afresh on a save file that already has 10k subscribers.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. It's like, you know, it's like coming back to a save file that already has a cheat code on it, right?
I typed Motherload or Rosebud into this already, and I'm set up for the rest of the game.
Exactly. So it's, come on. You are in such a nonsense position over there.
Oh, it's nonsense right up until you get the right shot, and it does 3 times the damage because I'm here.
Oh, sorry, because you know, sitting on perfect health, you're in so much danger over there.
Yeah, I feel really, really threatened, frankly. And this isn't just me trying to heighten the tension.
All right.
So how have you been spending your days while you've been away? That which you would like to share of such an experience?
I've been working. I have a full-time job, you know? It's the working world.
How is that suiting you?
It's good, actually. I'm actually really enjoying it, which is, I think, also been a contributing factor in terms of coming back. Because it's like, I feel like I couldn't do YouTube if it was detrimental to, you know, my actual job.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's just like a nice little bonus, then why not? You know?
I can totally see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if
that was a good shot, and now I have to move.
That was okay. So okay, you're literally unhittable now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can't hit you either, so I think it's all in the clear.
I think you can hit me. Oh, okay. Reassuring.
Yeah, it's about as close as I can get right now. Actually, because we haven't spoken in as long as we haven't spoken in, what games have you got upcoming on your horizon?
That's
keeping an eye out.
I don't know. Okay, so here's a question. Did you watch the video, the update video?
I did.
That I did. Okay. I never like to predispose these things. I always.
I told you earlier that I'd seen it.
But you could just watch 5 minutes, or you know, or you
5 minutes was more than its length.
That's true. But you know, you could just like scroll past it and say, "Oh, I saw you put out a video." Anyway,
friends support friends.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I don't know if I want to do something different yet. You know, it's like I've got this opportunity to change things up a little bit, but I'm not sure if I want to change things up too much, or keep it mostly the same. So
were you playing the same kind of games when you were playing them for yourself as you were playing on the channel beforehand? So like strategy games and things of that ilk?
Yeah, well, yeah. So it'll still be like strategy. It's not going to be. I tagged my update video. I don't know if anyone saw. I tagged my update video like Fortnite 420 noob or something. I just like to do that.
Yeah, that's actually the tag that you need to put in your tags now. It used to be that you needed to put PewDiePie in your tags, but it's not that anymore.
It's just Fortnite, yeah. Oh, that was abysmal. Yeah, so it's just I don't know. It'll still be like strategy games, but I'm not sure if the format is going to change up or whatnot. I mean,
are you going to be doing edited content?
Yeah, maybe slightly, but
Ooh.
not to the same extent. Not to the same extent that the miracle of the weekly one-off series has been edited. Speaking of upcoming content, right?
Yo.
What's next for the weekly one-off series?
How much do I want to?
I've hit on a thread here.
No, because I had the entire concept. So here's how the weekly one-offs work effectively. For anyone that's unfamiliar, that you don't worry, you don't need to be familiar because I'm currently too overwhelmed to do them. But effectively, I'll put up a prompt saying, "Hey, I would like you to," as the question mark, and then the 3 entries will be super vague. Like one of them would be, "Tell me a story," and then I can take that in any direction I want. But usually I have like a bunch of ideas that vaguely fit the ones I put up. So I already knew what I was going to do when I got the answer back, "Tell me about your D&D characters." And it's just about finding the time to do it.
Yeah.
This is as in-depth as I'll mention. Animation is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Ooh.
And takes a lot more time than I thought it was going to. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, as a result, deliver the product that exists currently in my head.
Okay. Wow, that's I'm excited about that. That's great. I'm stoked, man.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. One of these days, people are going to choose Sing Me a Song, and that one's going to come out like days afterwards because I already have things like that recorded. Just choose the ones that are easiest for me to do, damn it.
Speaking of content, right?
Yeah.
Where is 1K Q&A?
Where's 10K Q&A?
That's I've got an excuse, right? I mean,
all right. What is your excuse?
I was away, you know?
I don't know if that works as an excuse because you very specifically said, "Oh, once we get to 10K, I'll do a Q&A." So that's a promise as far as I'm concerned.
Have people stopped spamming that now? Because I'm,
1K Q&A?
Yeah, 1K Q&A.
I think it's you, Marie, and Jamie that still do it.
Hashtag only the OGs.
Yeah,
get that right.
Still ride with my day ones.
Yeah. All of the 25,000 people that have since climbed on board won't get it.
Hey, no, they're getting in on the ground floor of a completely different phenomenon. They get in on the ground floor of Singing Bowl. That became the thing, the kind of catch cry for a while. Singing
Bowl.
Yeah. Yep. Are you unfamiliar with this phenomenon, or do I actually have to explain it?
I am so sorry. You actually have to explain it. I watch the occasional ShellShock video.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't watch them all, I'm afraid.
I don't think anyone can. I have to watch them first person real time. I don't even get to, speed myself up to 1.25 times to make it more tolerable.
Okay, so what is the sing thing that you just, I can't even remember. What was it?
Singing Ball. So it was just a relic in a game that I particularly enjoyed, and every single time I would see it, I would just be particularly excited by it. And then eventually people pointed it out that it was getting increasingly and increasingly off the trails. So I eventually decided to lean in hardcore. And there was a compilation video made by Gooby that's out there on the internet. If you just search, I guess, like Rhapsody Singing Bowl is probably the first thing. And that kind of jettisoned it into becoming a channel meme.
Hey, that's totally fair. I guess like this whole internet celebrity meme is going to be taken off.
Oh god. If you curse me with that, I will murder you. I will fly there myself.
I actually really hope it takes off now, because that's one of the funniest things, right? You know, it's like you force this upon one of the most humble people. It's amusing. I very much hope that this becomes a thing.
I could see that I would do the same thing to you.
What was that whole thing that you harassed me on? You know.
Yeah, you uploaded a video with the title 10. So
yeah,
was it? No. It's the first one was no train challenge next. But
yeah,
then
no train challenge.
before you quit, you uploaded a video with 10 as the title, and I caught it super early on. And so I messaged you 10 on every single platform that I have you on, added you on new platforms, searched for you by name on every other platform I could. I contacted you on Facebook. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, I did. No, I did.
I think I also created a post in your subreddit with 10 as the title and the description. Posted in response to that thread 10, and then I reported it with the message 10. So like I was just trying to make like those are all examples, and I was just trying to make it as obnoxiously omnipresent as possible.
Well, you certainly succeeded. Absolutely succeeded on that front.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be ones that you still haven't found.
I didn't know about the subreddit one. Honestly, that was.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Great. Well, let's just not have that one happen again.
Oh no, the file has mysteriously corrupted. What a situation.
Oh no, it accidentally got corrupted like the Crush Your Enemy series. Weird that.
Oh no. See, no one's gonna get that joke because
you uploaded Crush Your Enemies.
Sorry?
You uploaded Crush Your Enemies. People would get that.
That's true, but I only have like 100 subscribers in comparison to you, the internet celebrity.
It's you have 11K. It's cool. We're on the same. We're in the same bracket. As far as I'm concerned, it really doesn't matter. Like as long as the commentary is good, don't really matter.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I think one of the biggest compliments that I've gotten in my time on YouTube is people saying, I thought you were a really big channel, and then I looked and you don't have that many subs. I'm like,
yeah. Okay,
thanks. That's cool.
This was actually one of my discussion points, right? That I'd sort of pre-thought of. Ooh, I'm gonna. I've got nothing. I've got nothing of real value. Well, I've got loads of things of real value, but none that I can actually hit. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, this was one of my discussion points, right? Because it was like, to me, it's so important to make sure that you are collaborating and having conversation with someone who, you know, is, you know, who kind of gets it, who kind of gets you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because, you know, there's like, I mean, I'm sure it's happened to you way more times than me. But you know, you've probably been approached by, you know, like small channels, and you're like, your commentary quality is, you know, it's not good enough. And I'm sure you turned them down.
When people ask for feedback, I'm usually more than happy to kind of go over a few short points. Like usually it always ends up being like a similar thing. You need an introduction. You need to remind people who you are, because you can't assume they've always seen you. You need thumbnails, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's usually pretty standard stuff. But usually if people's opening salvo includes, hey, I'd really like to work together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little bit of a Groucho Marx kind of stitch of, I don't want to be a member of any club that would have me as a member.
Yeah. I think that's what was oh yes, thank you.
Very nice.
Great news. I mean, that was what was like so in terms of like when I initially like set out to try and find people to work with or you know, collaborate with or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, to me, right, it was imperative to make sure that I could find a compelling reason to get you to collaborate with me. Not because it's like, oh, at that time you had literally like 400 subscribers, right? In fact, maybe
Yeah.
it was even less. It was like
It was
probably
probably
about, like,
250.
250. I was going to say, yeah, and I had like, I don't know, like 15 or something.
Something.
50, something like that. But that's what to me it was like. Okay, I need to make sure that I find a compelling reason to find a ooh, interesting weapon. You know, that was why I needed to find a compelling reason to work with you, because it's like, okay, this guy's really good at speaking. He's cognizant. He makes great thumbnails. So it's rare that you find a channel so small that has all of the the traits needed to be successful.
I don't I don't think there's a lack of small channels that have that. I think it's just really difficult to find them, frankly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I suppose I wouldn't know. I actually wouldn't know, because I don't know how many there are, because I haven't found them.
There's effectively there's a bias there, and of course our particular style of content seems to be falling somewhat out of favor with YouTube.
Yeah.
So there might not be like a new significant crop of up and comers, and also add on to that the best time to have planted this tree is 20 years ago.
Well, that's the way that it works. Do you know how I found like a bunch of people? I'm trying to remember how I found your channel. Do you remember how I found your channel?
Was it from the Let's Play subreddit?
No, definitely not. Absolutely, certainly not. What I think I did, and this is how I found a bunch of people actually. I talked about him a bit before, but Colonel Failure, right?
Yeah.
This is how I find Colonel Failure, and how I think, how I'm presuming that I found you as well. But what I would do is I would search a game in the YouTube search box, and then you just sort by uploaded in the last hour or the last 24 hours.
Yep.
Right? And then, you obviously just look for channels that have less than, whatever your requirement for subscribers is. I think that's probably how I found you.
Not a half bad way to do it.
It's like, it feels like it's leaving it too much to chance, I don't like it.
No, I'm afraid it was fate.
That's nonsense. Oh,
You know me, I'm a huge believer in superstition.
call yourself an Australian. That boomerang was
Well, I think I may have never thrown a boomerang in my life.
No, get away, man.
Well, yo, we also like the bowler was also indigenous. The 3-ball bowler was like an indigenous weapon in Australia as well, and we don't use that.
Are you gonna tell me that you've never ridden a kangaroo or played a didgeridoo?
Oh no, I have been inside the pouch of a kangaroo while playing a didgeridoo. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Well, no, those obviously, and I was furiously drunk at the time.
Okay, of course. Okay.
Naturally.
That makes perfect sense. And sunburnt as well, I presume. That's another,
God,
another trait.
I burn so badly almost instantaneously. My skin's basically alabaster. I effectively swapped to like nocturnal because I just had more that I had to do at night, right? Like the American upload times are there. I have to check on and upload and do metadata for a bunch of different things during that time. So effectively, I just ended up shifting until I was 6 until 6 was about my work hours.
Yeah. It makes sense, honestly. I was the same when I did it full time anyway.
Whoo! Unlocked a livid birds. Hell yeah.
A livid bird.
Yeah. It's the upgraded version of the Angry Bird. Hopefully we'll be able to see that in one of the upcoming episodes. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. His name has been Orbit Potato. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist link in the description down below, as well as a link to Orbital's channel. Go check it out, especially if you're a fan of resource management and strategy games. Anything you want to say on the way out?
No. My name is Obra Potato, and I'm the foil to Rhapsody's jokes.
Mm-hmm. That he is. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye.